Russ Seltman, All Bearcats reporter, joined by UC defensive tackle Dontay Corleone. Dontay, what was kind of your top off-season goal, the top off-season mark you maybe wanted to hit to make sure that you maintained and are also elevating the level of play you showed last year?
Yeah, first, just recovering from my injury last year, getting more in shape to be more of a 3-down type of guy instead of being 2-down. The second, leadership. New coaching staff. They harped on me being a better leader, being more vocal, because everybody respect me and my work ethic. So that's two things that stuck to me.
Awesome. Dontay Corleone joining us here on All Bearcats and Talking Cats with Russ Seltman, the YouTube channel. So Dontay, have you always been like a strong guy compared to the rest of your peers on the playing field? And like, did that really start when you were a kid? Did it start when you started hitting the weight room a lot in high school? When did that really
I would
pop?
say I've always been strong, but coming from Corleone, strong strength conditioning program from Corleone built me up. So when I got to college, I was already strong. Just had to lose the weight. That was all.
I gotcha. So how much is your role changing in this new system? You mentioned trying to be more of a 3-down guy.
Yeah.
Are you is the biggest thing just trying to get your impact in as many snaps as possible across the
game? Just also setting up the guys behind me, letting the double teams, keeping the linemen off them. That's my main objective, so I can help them, pad their stats, sort of say. But
so biggest lesson learned from your first full slate of starts in college as a college player?
Say it again?
Like your biggest lesson learned from your first full season starting as a college player?
Just being back a leader, having people behind me instead of being somebody in front of me. Like, it's opposite now. Now I got to actually teach people behind me, like do all the little things right so they reps can keep getting reps so the coach can start trusting them. So it's little things like that.
Is it kind of like Christmas presents, so to speak, where it's good to get a Christmas present, but it feels even better to be able to give that knowledge to someone else and be able to help somebody else?
Yeah, so when their time is up, once I leave or whatever I do, they can just do it, the next person behind them, so just keep going on.
Dontay Corleone joining us here. So how do you stay focused? How do you stay just kind of even-keeled? Obviously, there's a bunch of watch lists.
Yeah.
You're the highest-graded defensive player last year on PFF, all these different accolades. But how do you stay kind of centered and humbled, so to speak, so that you can rise up to make a new mark in this season?
I mean, let's be honest, a watch list, it have no meaning to me. So it's nothing it's just a list. So I don't really look into that stuff. And then that PFF, that's last year. I'm more onto this year. So I don't really look into that.
So just staying in the moment type of thing? Favorite move to use as a defensive lineman? What's your favorite move when you're like, man, I just pulled that off?
First, my bull, then I just play off my bull. I usually do like a push-pull or a stab, rip or something like that. It's just so much I can do with my strength.
Is there a split moment in those 2 to 3 seconds at the line of scrimmage where you can actively feel like this guy's momentum is going the wrong way? Like I am winning this rep. Or is it more like it all happens so fast that you just kind of think about it?
No, I can tell pre-snap if they what they're gonna do. That's one thing we harped on. Coach Nunn coming over this year. Helping us with a tight call, so we know where the play is going.
Yeah.
So that's something I look into.
Is it like, I've always thought about the cliche leaning forward as an offensive lineman versus leaning back.
Yeah.
Is that one of the tells you guys use among other tells, stuff like that?
Say it again.
Is it like when you're leaning forward as an offensive lineman, it can mean run play versus leaning back in your stance?
Yeah. So if the tackles are up, we obviously if it's flat backs, we obviously know it's his run. Then if it's opposite, we already know it's pass. So we just cheated most of the time anyway.
Do you get more excited about a pass play or a run play coming at you?
Run play. I love run. I know they can't go past me very often.
There you go. Favorite drill as a defensive line? Besides team. I know guys love saying team.
I'll say inside period.
Okay.
Where we just run the ball and you know where they're going. So it's like a fun period to have.
I like it. Little known fact about Dontay Corleone that people might not know.
I don't really know if I had a little fun fact, but I don't think I got one.
Just eating people inside. That's your fun fact. I like it. And then, most exciting part about jumping from the AAC to the Big 12 for you?
I don't think it's nothing. I just feel like a Group of 5, a Power 5. I just feel like it's a label. I feel like it's just going to be the same to me. So I'm not really looking into the Power 5 hype.
Is there any game you have circled this year that you're excited about?
One game at a time.
Most excited about EKU and then Miami and then so forth?
Yeah.
And then Pitt and then Miami and all that?
Yeah.
All right. Dontay Corleone, UC star defensive tackle, everybody. Thank you, Dontay.
Yes, sir.